So I've got these speakers in, Bluetooth speakers in for repair, or to have a look at. M-Audio BX4 speakers, multimedia reference 4.5 inch, 120 watt multimedia reference monitors with stuff on them. That's just a passive audio. They've been described as turning on and then turning off again. I suppose just plug them in and see what happens. Nothing. No light on the front. Might be a power supply fault. Screwdrivers. We have a great big heatsink, we have a power supply, which looks to be something you'd see on a computer. All the electronics are hidden and awkward to get at. I suppose we just checked there, don't we, to see if there's a voltage. So we're looking at the output of the thing, so let's have a look at the output. .22 volts. Okay. Oh, I can't see anything that says Scorchy over there, can you? So, when it's on all the time, is it? That doesn't seem right, does it? That power supply is going to be providing 22 volts all the time, no matter what the volume. There's no on off. It's always on. After a certain amount of mucking about, I've read the manual, in fact, which is unusual for me. It might be the power switch on this is broken. It feels really soft. There's no definite click. On the multimeter I can measure the resistance on these. Are like left and right volume controls through the screen cable. I think from what I can tell, that one's ground. I think one's power in and the other one's power out. And the power switch is on across these two. So what I'm going to do is connect it all back up, put a couple of these probes down into the connectors down there, because these are very stiff wires, and then kind of like connect them together and see if it powers on. It's a fairly clunky piece of equipment to work on, and I hope, in a way, I don't want it to be the switch, because if you look down there, where's my light on? You can see that like there's a big blob of stuff and some woodwork, so that's going to be fun getting that out. After a little bit of faffing about, I've got the red probe in this one. The first connector, I said earlier that this connector, the first one, was ground. It's not. It's 12 volts. There must have been like a capacitor in between, which was giving me a short-term false reading. But I've been experimenting, and the first two are the power, so 12 volts, and that's the power switch. So what I'm going to do is I connect these two together like so on my little dodgy lead, and then I click play on the computer, and you can hear sound, music. So yep, it's not the best connection, but that's working. So I now know that it's the front panel switch. So that now means I now need to extract to the front panel switch, which is why I've been needing to prove this, because that will be a difficult job. Right, to get the switch out, we unplug this. You can see there's an awkwardly placed nut. Because it's glued in from the back, I strongly suspect that I'll still need to take it out, take all the bits out the back. Yeah, that makes good video, doesn't it? Showing somebody's elbow. Front cover sort of does come off, but it's still glued in place. So I'll right. So I've took that off. You can see I've got a great big hole in the corner there, and a bit of a mess. All this MDF. It's a bit awkward to see. I didn't video that because like almost impossible to actually video and do at the same time, so I gave up with that. I've done some other tests with the switch, which is why I've got this attached, but it's mushy there. I need to find somewhere to order one of these from. This is a B10K variable resistor stereo with switch. So after a bit of Google, the nearest I could find on eBay was this one, 20K resistor, and that comes from China and could take about a month to arrive. It's not the right value, so I kept on searching. Eventually came across these in a place called the Pie Hut. These are logarithmic potentiometers, so they are marked up as A10K instead of B10K. A is logarithmic and B is linear, and that's when you turn in the knob it provides a different kind of response, but for the purposes of these speakers I don't know if that matters too much. So they're in the post on the way to me now. So yes, new ones have arrived. Here you can see there's a problem. Flat side, round, circular. So on the knob that fits on the front has got the flat thing for a blade only, so it won't fit on this. So I need to fix that. This little nubbin here needs removing. You can see on this one, it's not got it. It interferes with the plastic hole. I suppose we'll connect it all up and test it. Well, that works. The little LED's not working though, which is odd. Work out why that is. That's annoying. You can see down here in this corner, in the awkward corner, glued in a bit of wood using the foamy glue. For that then I've made a little lid. To gunk it up and keep it all in place, I've got this silicone sealant. So I've now got this all gunked up. I put some nails in to hold the wood down while the glue set went off. That's finished. That bit there is now finished. I can now put this thing back together and get the job done. And so here we are, all now nicely back together. It's a nice satisfactory click. There we are. Job done. Thanks for watching.